and away we go. Okay, hi, how are you? Welcome. My name is Rusty Humphries, and this is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. We are going to start in not that long. Well, you do me a favor, though. Check in. Let us know who you are. I love saying hi to folks and giving you a little love. Like Sammy from Wacky Wiki, Florida. Sammy, thank you very much. There we go. Check in, say hi. Also, would you share the video? We wait a little bit. Janet's checking in. Hey, Janet, how are you?
Howdy ho, you sure smell like flowers.
So we're going to take a couple moments. Bill is checking in from Baltimore, Maryland. And then we do the official show open because we have a podcast that goes out around the world. And then we'll get to the show. We'll add the video with the audio and bring everybody together. So here we go. Let's do the official opener, and we're going to start in a matter of seconds. Here we go.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. That's a direct order. Do it now.
He's been put down, ripped off, cut open. Now he's unleashed. Unleashed. The American insurgency starts now. This is Rusty Humphries Rebellion Radio.
Well, hello, my brother from another mother. How are you? My sister from another mister. Hello, welcome. My name is Rusty Humphries, and this is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. We are powered by the wonderful people at Right Wing News. You can see us live at Liberty One TV. Hello, Liberty One TV. If you haven't subscribed to Liberty One TV, you should do so. It's a great gift for yourself. Christmas is coming up. Thanksgiving's on the way. And, if you're looking for something cool, Liberty One TV is a good thing. You know, another thing I'd love for you to check out, and that is a website that is created by a good friend of mine. And her name is Marilyn Scott Waters, and it is called thetoymaker.com. Now, Rusty, what is thetoymaker.com? I'm so glad you asked me that. And when I said axed, I meant axed. I love it when you ask me that, because what thetoymaker.com is, it's a wonderful website for folding paper toys you make for yourself with the kids. And with holidays coming up, for example, Thanksgiving, right here. And you could click on Thanksgiving. There's all these wonderful Thanksgiving toys and gifts and things that you could do with the kids. And now look at napkin rings, cornucopia nut cups, a little turkey, the Mayflower. Kids look at love in different ways, and one of them is TIME, time with you. And so do yourself and your kids a favor. Go to thetoymaker.com. Sign up for the newsletter. Even if you're not interested in one of their toys right now, you might be in the future. Sign up for the newsletter. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's a good way for you to really do some things with the kids or the grandkids that maybe you hadn't thought of doing before. So if you do that, I would really, really appreciate it. Okay. Well, do some check-ins. Let's see who you are and where you are checking in from. Let's see. We got Stephen is there from Rossville, Georgia. Hi, Stephen. Lydia is from Florida. Hello, Lydia. Who else do we have here? We got a nice list of people. Although it's interesting. We need to make sure that with all of the things that the mainstream media are doing, and they are not good, and what the social media companies are doing, it is not good. We have to go out of our way. And we have to do whatever we can to get our message out without their help. So please, 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 please share this video. Let people know we're here. We just want to get the truth out. That's all. Thumbs ups, likes, yes. I'll give you one to get started. Just one little one to get started. Now, I know everybody's going after Judge Roy Moore, and even conservatives are starting to turn on him. They think, oh, this one thing that was signed, it's the nail in the coffin. I don't know. I do remember, however, not that long ago, when the very famous and beloved comic Jerry Seinfeld openly dated a 17-year-old girl when he was 20, 21, 30, no, 39 years old. She was attractive, I'll give him that. Do you remember the condemnations from the left there? Nope. He was 7 years older than Moore was, who's being called a predator for the same thing. Now, again, I am not by any means suggesting that this is the right thing, but I'm saying, hey, let's be honest and fair. 39, she was 17. Randy says, people that are looking for a good time are getting caught up in a political criminal campaign. It's got nothing to do with solving the problem. Here's the issue. And let me tell you a little bit about what this show is about, because we get new people every single day, and I appreciate it. I am not here to be Rush Limbaugh. I'm not here to be any of the other talk show hosts. I do my own thing. I try to have a little bit of a sense of humor. I try to be a little bit more personable. This show is about taking a look at some of the stories that happened today, some of the stuff that they're going to be talking about tomorrow, and getting your opinion. I'll tell you what I think, but I want to know what you think. And it does mean a lot, to me, anyway, of your involvement. And that's how we're going to get, make a difference, All these darn same things over and over and over again. I'm looking to do something different. And anyway, all right, I'm going to get your comments in just a second. Remember this one? Another guy I cannot stand. My friend's John McCain. My friend. John McCain reminds me of the Penguin from the original Batman TV series. But remember this one? John McCain had a fair allegation. And interesting, it came out when he was the presidential frontrunner. Interesting. John McCain, with his wife at his side, denied having a sexual relationship with a Washington lobbyist whose access to the senator once raised eyebrows among his staff. McCain at a news conference in Ohio said the lobbyist, Vicky Eisman, was merely a friend and insisted on... They never showed favoritism for clients in the telecommunications industry. Never. So that's just an allegation. He denied it, and everybody moved on. All right, let's say some hellos. Jason says it's not fair to insult the Penguin in the original Batman series by comparing him to McCain. Jason, you're absolutely right. Thank you. Randy says, cool. William checking in. What about Joe Biling? Who's that? Kristen, love your show, Rusty. We love you right back, Kristen. Hello, Sammy in Wiki Wacky, Florida. Mwah. Lots of love. Janet, Proverbs 15, 1 through 33. I do not know what that is. Randy. I know that Proverbs is a Bible verse, but I don't know it off the top of my head. Sorry. People that are looking for a good time are getting caught up in a political criminal campaign. It has nothing to do with solving the problem. Okay. Judy's from Alabama. Hey, Judy. T. Wayne's from Texas. Howdy. Stephen from the great blue state of Washington. And Stephen, if you're from Washington, you know the proper pronunciation is Washington, says my mother. David, Shiloh, Georgia. Stephen Lakin in Rossville, Georgia. Lydia, hi, Florida. Donna from Maine. Larry checking in from Detroit. Paul is from the hills of Tennessee. Kim is in Missouri. Larry's checking in. Bill is in Baltimore. Janet is saying hi. Sam in Scottsdale. Okay, everybody, welcome. Let's take a look at some of it. What's got your attention today? A couple of things that have my attention that is interesting. So we'll take a quick look at our good friend, the Drudge Report. Tax slash, Senate strips Obamacare mandate. Now, this could be very, very good if they'll actually do it. That's the problem with the Republicans today. This is the frustrating part, right? Where they keep promising and promising, oh, we're going to do this. Oh, we're going to do that. Oh, we're just going to... I don't know that I have an ad blocker. Do I have an ad blocker? See, what a shock. It's CNBC. Well, let me get to it. The proposed Republican tax reform, which will include the repeal of Obamacare's individual mandate requiring most Americans have some form of health insurance or pay a tax penalty, said GOP leaders say they're going to get rid of it. Going to get rid of her. That's good. Decisions mean that Republicans, yet again in 2017, will attempt to gut the key element of the Affordable Care Act. This is good, too. So far, the efforts have failed because not enough Republican senators have backed the idea of repealing the mandate. No, what they're trying to say is, so far, not enough of the efforts have failed because not enough Republican senators have a backbone to repeal the mandate, which would lead to an estimated, 13 million more people lacking health insurance. Generally, those people are college kids, young people, folks that don't necessarily want insurance. We also know that if you're having a tough time, if you're not doing well, the states have programs that do help. But that never really makes that into these stories. Senate Majority Whip John Cornyn of Texas says, we're going to repeal the tax on poor Americans. Good. Senator John Thune told the Washington Post that there are 50 Republican senators willing to support the mandate repealing tax reform bill. That would be enough to pass it with a tie-breaking vote from Vice President Mike Pence. So, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if the Republicans actually would do what they said? And wouldn't it? Sorry, I wasn't prepared to sing tonight. Just kind of came out. I know, wasn't very good. Sorry. Now, Jason says, given that I'm out of work and can't afford insurance at all, this is great news for me. I shouldn't be forced to pay a penalty on my taxes because I can't afford health insurance even under the Obama forced system. Here's the thing, Jason. We do have a safety net in America. And I do believe it's for guys and gals that have run into a tough time. That Obama economy has hurt. The change in the economy with technology changing the way it has hurt people. And I do believe, I'm not a socialist, but I do believe that, as the richest country in the world, that we have an obligation to help out people who are having a tough time. And what I believe, if you help out somebody who's having a tough time, and then they go and get a job, they pay that back. The problem is that we're encouraging far too many people to never get out of the system. And I do believe that good people, like Jason, for example, should have a little help. And he'll pay us back. He will. I think so. Let's see. Randy says, just got home. Entertain me, my brother. Entertain me. Okay. Randy needs entertainment. You know what? Let me play one of my music videos. I'm just in the mood. There's no reason to play the music video, only because it's the only one I have handy. Hold on. There we go. Comes up. I'm going to play this one just because I can. Little video. It has nothing to do with today because it's not in the news. But you know what? If you ask me, sorry, I'm multitasking. If you ask me, this story never goes away. It's never old. And so, Randy, for you, my friend, a song written and sung by yours truly, ladies and gentlemen, Sneaking Into the USA by Rusty Humphries. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so can you help me with this, sir?
Yes, tell me. What?
Okay, so I want to get into the USA. What do I do?
Take this one. I'm going north.
North.
Yes, north.
Going north. Okay, I can do it. Let's go.
Now everybody has this notion. Come to the USA. Don't you worry about money. Stupid Americans pay. needs education too. Just sneak across the border and they'll take care of you. Well, they're crossing from Tijuana and California's line, and up in Vancouver, nobody seems to mind. In containers from China, yeah, you can stow away, 'cause everybody is sneaking into the USA.
Give me some love. Give me some hearts.
Down in Guadalajara,
Give me a little thumbs up.
and from Pakistan, tell your friends you're leaving. Let's stuff them in your van. They're coming from Afghanistan through San Francisco Bay. Everybody is sneaking into the USA.
Come on, sing along.
Well, they're coming from Nogales, down Arizona way. Ask the government to stop it, and they just say no way. They're digging big old tunnels, you know they're coming to stay. 'Cause everybody is sneaking into the USA.
All right, have you shared the video yet? Have you told people about the show? They've got to see the video. Come on, share it. Hearts, thumbs up, love. I need love. Yeah.
Everybody is sneaking into the USA. Everybody is sneaking into the USA. I love America. Everybody is sneaking into the USA. Everybody is
All right, there's nothing but love in that video, huh? Did that cheer you up a little bit? For if you had a crappy day, that was just my attempt to just lighten things up and doing a little bit of love. Just a little love for you. James is sharing the video. James Rocket. Judy sharing the video. Love you. Randy sharing the video. I want that song. I want it as a ringtone. I had a ringtone once. It was the dumbest thing ever. I did this thing. It started off, this guy called me or sent me an email. Hey, do you have any ideas for ringtones? And if you send us stuff, maybe, you could maybe make some money, right? This was a while ago. This is when ringtones were just getting started. And so I sent him like 5 or 6. And I get stuff like this all the time going, I'm never going to see any money, but I'll do it. So one of them was, I got to turn my microphone down here so I don't blast your ears. One of the ringtones was, pick up the phone, infidel. Allah calling. Pick up the phone. Allah calling. Infidel. Pick up the phone. Something similar to that. All of a sudden, and I forget about it. I send it to him and I forget about it, right? All of a sudden, like 6 months later, I start getting checks for like thousands of dollars. And I, to be honest, I forgot all about the ringtone thing. And next thing I know, this ringtone is everywhere. I go to Hawaii, I hear the ringtone. I hear the ringtone in New York. I'm hearing it all over the place. And then people figured out how to rip it off, and then the money went away. But that was my experience with ringtones. James has that ringtone? No way. See, that was me. Mike is a conservative Republican from Las Vegas checking in. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Randy says hello. Judy says awesome. Jason says my family is starting to follow the show and the fam is huge. I love that. Okay, let's see. Today's kind of one of those days where the news should get my attention, but I've kind of gone, I want to be more excited about the tax cut stuff. I just don't believe the Republicans right now. I don't believe them. I don't trust them. I don't trust any of them. I just don't. McConnell's got an idea now. He wants to, did you see this? Again, it's like these Republicans. I mean, they're just so douchey. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing. Maybe I'm wrong here. Mitch McConnell publicly floats the idea that Jeff Sessions is a write-in alternative to Judge Roy Moore. Well, the only way I would actually kind of agree with that is Jeff Sessions is not kicking ass. I thought Jeff Sessions was going to go in there and go a whooping and a whapping, going after Hillary Clinton, going after the corruption from the Democrats, whipping and a whapping, going and just beating on all those people that are causing the trouble, that are ripping off Americans. I thought Jeff Sessions was that guy. Jeff Sessions has been the yawn guy. Now, today, supposedly, he was going to do something, and that would be awesome. But, I don't know. It's just crazy what these guys, what they say they're going to do and what they're going to do, you know? You got entrepreneurs and then you got solopreneurs, which are guys like me who got to do it all by ourselves. And it's okay. I love it. It's part of the fun doing it by yourself, but then little things like what just happened. And then next thing you know, kablooey, you're gone. Now, I don't know. If you're there, do me a favor. Would you please give me some thumbs ups? Will you please check in real fast? Jack is saying yellow. Peggy saying yes, I'm back. David checking in. Good to go. Mark. Jason, yes, back. James, get her done. Laura is a Republican and loves it. Mike, no, it's not your phone. It was my fault. My fault. Martin says we have just you, Rusty, due to a technical hitch. She says me now. Fun to talk to you tomorrow. Okay, golden. Okay. I didn't even know what I was talking. You know what? First of all, thank you for coming back. And sorry. So you know what I want to do? I want to help you with something. I want to help you with, because right now I am feeling anxious, and I'm feeling stressed, and I'm a little sad at how I lost the feed. So you know what I do? That's right. I get my Probiogen Stress and Mood Balance Probiotic. Now, probiotics are good for you. They are. It can help get rid of that wrong bacteria in your gut that makes you feel anxious and stressed and irritable and even sad, and other things that the bad bacteria does. So the Probiogen Stress and Mood Balance Probiotic is specially formulated to help improve your mood. Come on, what more do you want? It's the right probiotics and the right herbs, plus minerals that influence the release of those neurotransmitters. Helps you improve your ability to cope with the stress and anxious situations. So if you're feeling anxious or stressed or sad, do me a favor, and do you a favor. Go to Walgreens or a Harmon store and get your Probiogen Stress and Mood Balance Probiotic. You're going to be glad you did. It is in the pink and green box in the supplement aisle. And you can also go online to probiogen.com. That is probiogen.com. Isn't that a pretty box? You're looking at this online. You're watching this either on Liberty One TV or on Facebook. It's just, darn, that's a pretty box. That's a product right there. That's a product. All right. See, that threw me. Now it's like I don't have anything else to talk about. Is anybody there? Or am I all by myself now? That's okay if I am. Oh, yeah, I was talking about Mitch McConnell publicly floating Jeff Sessions as a write-in alternative to Roy Moore. So question number one, we talked about it a little bit yesterday, and people are jumping, and I heard even Sean Hannity, I don't listen to Sean Hannity much, or other talk show hosts, but I did hear that Sean Hannity is starting to kind of back away from Roy Moore. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what's kind of being reported in the media. And my question is it time to dump Judge Roy Moore, or are you still feeling the same way most of us were feeling yesterday, and that was nothing been proven, a lot of allegations, allegations that coulda, shoulda been put out a long time ago, just happen to be when the Senate is in play, and now they want to knock this guy out that the establishment hates. Very, very coincidental, I think. So I want to know from you, do you agree? Should they dump Judge Roy Moore, or should they leave him alone? Now, the guys in the Senate say they're going to try to kick him out. And I was watching Judge Napolitano, and he said it would be unprecedented in the history of the United States Senate for a senator not to be seated or to be removed from office for something that he did not do while in the Senate. I do have a problem with something that happened 40 years ago. Why is Jerry Seinfeld still a big celebrity? He dated a 17-year-old when he was 39. All these other Hollywood celebrities, it just seems like everything is just burn it to the ground. Until it's all burned to the ground, nothing is going to be okay. It's just kind of what it seems like to me. I don't know. Jack says, first-time viewer, don't need commercials. Sorry, Jack. Kathy thinks it's boring. Sorry, Kathy. Phillips, Las Vegas, strong. Ning says, hello. Mark says, we're good to go. Jason says, yes, we're back. Jason says, my issue with Roy Moore is that I've been involved with fighting human trafficking where older men manipulated younger girls. Not saying Moore is a trafficker, but I have seen what happens when older men manipulate younger women. I've spoken to folks in Alabama who know him through the years, and they say the allegations are legitimate. As a Republican, we need higher standards to conduct ourselves, even when it's hard for us to stand on integrity. So that's why I'm in favor of Moore stepping down. Now, Jason is an old friend of mine. My friend, his name's Jason Wirt. And Jason Wirt was a guy that was a program director that carried my show years and years ago. And I've always appreciated him for that. He's always a good, strong guy. And then when I ran a network a year or so ago, Jason was my news director because he is a guy that is a legitimate newsman. He's a guy that even when people get ticked off at him, he tells you the truth, whether you like it or not. And if Jason says he's talked to people, that puts a little bit of credibility on that. You know, I've not talked to Jason about this, but if Jason Wirt says that he's done some investigation here, that makes me pause. It does. Okay. Kathy says, Jason, me too, but innocent till proven guilty. The problem, Kathy, I believe in innocent till proven guilty, but have you ever been in a legal situation, ever? I wish it was innocent till proven guilty, but it is guilty till proven innocent. And then still good luck getting people to believe you. But now it's even worse. Now you can throw any dang allegation out you want. It doesn't matter. And you're guilty, man. Good luck. Unless you're in with the cool kids. Now, it is interesting that the cool kids are turning on each other. But what is happening, it's interesting. Everybody in Hollywood hated Harvey Weinstein. Now it's their chance to get back at him. Most people in Hollywood didn't like Kevin Spacey. Now it's their time to get back at him. Louis C.K., he's had some friends. I don't know that these allegations are going to last long. It's interesting on how much the guy is hated in Hollywood. Brett Ratner is not liked in Hollywood, so they're going to destroy him. It's if you're not personally liked in Hollywood, they gave you a pass because you had power. Now that there's a way to take you down by the allegations, they are jumping ship. But like Dustin Hoffman, he's been accused of a bunch of stuff. Oh, they're forgetting about that one quick. They like him. So it's not just double standard, it's triple standard. And let's take a look at the biggest allegations. The biggest thing out there We've got all these, the collusions with the Russians and all that crap that I'm sorry has not been proven, and I don't believe that the Russians colluded with Trump. I don't believe it. I know for a fact that the Clintons received money from Russia. I know for a fact all of the allegations against Clinton are a mile high and 2 miles deep, and yet the Democrats' only response is, well, Hillary didn't win, so I don't know why you're still going after her. What? Because Hillary didn't win? Because one of the greatest thefts in American history, the Clinton crime family, because Hillary didn't win, we just forget about it? That's just outrageous, if you ask me. And as Jack says, the truth is what we're all looking for. And Jack, I agree with you. Jason said, Mr. Sulu said the allegation against him were a Russian bot focusing on him because he's gay. Oh, my. And nothing from the liberal left on that outrageous claim. Yeah. Yeah, they can't go after Mr. Sulu at all. He is one of the standard bearers for the left. Anyway, anything else interesting today? For me, it's just kind of been a blah day. I don't know that I've taken enough of my probiogen. It's just kind of... Oh, this one is interesting. I don't know if you saw this one too. This is interesting. Actually, let me take it over here because I want to have the video of this. Because the video of this is very interesting. By the way, how's your day going today? Hope you had a good one. Let's go here. $15 million in taxpayer money has been going to pay out settlements against congressmen. Is that true? That's what somebody's saying, and I want to get this video up there because I want you to see it. Now, again, it's on MSNBC. How do we know if we can believe them? But it's these kind of stories that need to be said. Again, Congress seems to be able to get away with just about everything, and it's time that stops.
That there was gambling going on in Casablanca. The environment on Capitol Hill, particularly when I was younger in the 90s and the aughts, it was sort of well known that environment existed. And I only say that because you have said you know of 2 members of Congress. What do you believe is your responsibility in going public with that information? And why don't you believe it's your responsibility?
Well, it was my responsibility to address the seriousness of this issue. These survivors are subject to a non-disclosure agreement. I'm not going to violate their non-disclosure agreement. And I think moving forward, we've got to take steps to make sure that there is transparency, that, in fact, the harasser is not going to have the settlement paid for out of the U.S. Treasury and have all the taxpayers paying for it. It should be something that is paid for by the individual.
So what you're saying now is that you know of 2 individuals who have paid out sexual harassment settlements. So taxpayer money has been used to protect the identity of these members of Congress?
One member of Congress has settled a claim, and there has been a taxpayer settlement.
Is this something that, if the taxpayer's involved, don't we have the right to know?
Well, I think you do have the right to know. But right now, under the system, you don't have a right to know.
Mm-hmm. Is this something you think you will retroactively deal with?
I don't know that we can retroactively deal with it because that's a contract that's been signed by both parties. I think moving forward, we absolutely must. Now, we do know that there's about $15 million that has been paid out by the House on behalf of harassers in the last 10 to 15 years.
$15 million. Wow. Has been paid out over sexual harassment claims, so obviously more than one member of Congress. Do you know how many over time that is? I know that some of them are former members now.
I don't really know how many members that entails.
Is this some information that's going to get disclosed now over time? I mean, again, considering this is taxpayer money, it feels as if it should, I assume, if you put it to a vote of the House. Is this something that you think should be retroactively done? Let me ask it that way.
I think that we've got to, represent that moving forward this is going to be done. You can't, I think, tinker with pre-existing contracts that have been signed off by both parties. So I think moving forward, it absolutely should be a component. We need to have it accountable and transparent.
Let me ask you this, and I know you weren't a member of Congress.
Okay, that's it for that clip. Hey, that's the first time I've agreed with a Democrat in a long time. $15 million in taxpayer money paid out. By the way, that's our money. And we don't know about it. And nobody tells us, we ain't know nothing. Nobody tells us anything. I don't know about you, but that rubs me the wrong way. I don't understand how you can have a non-disclosure agreement if I'm paying for it. How can I pay for it, you pay for it, and us not know where our money's going? That's the problem here. Congress, what the heck? We had some crazy SOBs start the abstract experiment we now call the USA. I hope someday we make them proud. Janet says that needs to stop. Why do that not say anything like that when it happened as a child of sex offense? I wasn't allowed to pull my case up after a certain age. Another Jason, if there's no way to really claim that some kind of national security issue, that needs to be kept quiet. Oh. Michelle checking in. How you doing? Jack's there. Oh, Jack wants to know if people looked at his first post on the Hear Me Out app. Gordon wants to know the same thing. No. If you have not seen the Hear Me Out app, it's my favorite new app, by the way. And I'm on it almost every day, a couple times a day. I didn't do as much as I should have, but the Hear Me Out app you can get for free at the iTunes store and the Stitcher store. And, oh, there's Gordon on there. He said he finally found me. You download the app. It looks kind of like this, which you can't see it for some reason. It's too bright. There we go. It's called Hear Me Out. And it's kind of like Twitter, but it is audio. And so it's talking. It's me talking. I'll play a little bit. For example, this is one from earlier, I think. Here. Can I hear it? Here.
Good day or bad day for you? Me? Pretty good day. Big changes. Things are moving. Things are changing. How about you? Did you have a good day or a bad day? Well, I hope you had a good day. I hope your day was so good that you wrote it down in your diary. This is a day you'll never forget.
Yeah. Anyway, so 42 seconds is as long as the message is, and sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's silly, sometimes it's goofy, and sometimes it's serious. But go to the Hear Me Out app and find me, and then you can participate in it too. And if you follow me, I'll try to follow you as well. And it's a lot of fun, and it is an app that they are not censoring conservatives on. And so we actually have a chance to get a toehold on a new app that I believe has real potential. But it only has potential if you go and sign up for it. So go, it's free. Hear Me Out. Hear Me Out. Jack says, squeezing my thoughts in 42 seconds is hard. It is hard. But brevity is the thing of wit. All right, that's about it. It's not that exciting of a day for me. I got stuff to do. But I wanted to say hi to you. I'm glad you came and hung out with me. I really am. If you would please go and support my sponsors. WaxRx. WaxRx. If you've got earwax, you can now clean your ears at home with a system like doctors use. Go to waxrx.com. Use my name, Rusty, as the code word. You'll get a special deal. Go to your nearest Walgreens. Get Probiogen. Probiogen. Probiotics, the probiotics that survive stress and mood balance. Stress and mood balance probiotic. Go get her done. Brevity is the soul of wit. Thank you. Thank you for Jason. Thank you. TheToymaker.com. Fun toys to play with online with the kids. Thanksgiving stuff, all kinds of holidays, Christmas stuff. That's all coming up. Holidays. happy birthday. Anyway, you just download it. It's very inexpensive. And fill out the email address and get the free paper toys every month. What more do you want? Come on. Come on, they're nice people. Do it, would you please? All right, that's about it for me. Thanks for hanging out with me here every night, 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West, unless I got something better to do. And I'll try to have a better show for you tomorrow. I do appreciate you, though, very much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. My name is Rusty Humphries. May God bless you. May God bless America. This is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion.